Hello, my name is Sam Ederle. This is Common Enemy, and as of today, I've been doing this show for exactly 3 months. And I must say, time really does fly when there's a global pandemic and your whole industry gets shut down. So you randomly start doing a talk show because you need to write, and you need to perform on camera to stay sharp for when things do open back up. But then 3 months later, things are hardly opening, and you're like, am I staying sharp or is this just my life? Seriously though, this show has been a really fun way for me to stay creative, and I don't care if you're my biggest fan watching to support me, my biggest hater watching to make fun of me, or my family watching because you have to. I appreciate anyone that's been following along, and on that note, let's get into today's episode. Today's common enemy is sweating, and I really hope this comes off as relatable and not as a guy who has a problem. Sidebar. You know when you work out and you're sweating, so then you want to take a shower, but then when you get out of the shower, you realize that you're still sweating from the workout that you did, and so you don't know if you should get back in the shower to rinse off again or just be sweaty, and you can't tell if your post-shower sweat will smell as bad as other sweat because you have a lack of knowledge about what sweat even is and how it works. Like, does sweat smell bad because it comes out smelling bad, or does it smell bad because it mixes with dirt on your skin and that's what smells bad? Because if it mixes with dirt, then maybe you're in the clear because you just cleaned off in the shower. But if it just comes out smelling bad, then maybe you should get back in, but you just aren't sure, and it feels like a lot of work to get back in the shower, and you usually don't even know that you're still sweating until you're dressed and the shirt is sticking to you, at which point you're just like, am I really going to undress and get back in the shower? No. And then overthinking the whole entire issue just becomes a reinforcement loop where the more you sweat, the more you think about it, and the more you think about it, the more you sweat. And if you just stopped thinking about it, you'd probably stop sweating. But how do you stop thinking about something that you're thinking about? You know? Okay, so I typed boys sweat more than girls, right, into Google, and I got a lot of results supporting my theory that boys do, in fact, sweat more than girls. So going off of that data, I would like to present an argument that it makes more sense for men to wear skirts than women. Now, before I lose my massive base of male viewers, let me just make some points. One, we have a lot of things going on between the legs, and it can cause more friction and therefore more sweating, so we need more room. Two, guys sweat more than girls, according to my non-biased research. So we need the space and we need the airflow to cool down. And three, we can all wear skirts. I mean, I see no problem with society moving towards a more skirt-based fashion style. I mean, why, even when it gets hot out, are guys often wearing long pants and shirts while girls are wearing tank tops and skirts? There's no excuse other than this is the way it's always been, which, in case you haven't been paying attention to anything that's ever happened, is not a valid reason to keep doing something. I even looked up why we wear pants, and it said that it comes from horseback riding, and I don't ride a horse. So why am I wearing horseback riding pants when it's 95 degrees out and I don't ride a horse? Sidebar. Most quote-unquote health experts and doctors would probably tell you to eat more vegetables, let your body cool down before the shower, take a cold shower, meditate, etc. Great suggestions from the science community, but I just don't buy it. My recommendations for heavy sweaters is to load up on deodorant, cologne, and sweatproof clothing. Emphasis on the sweatproof clothing like Lululemon, and buy all dark colors. Also, don't talk to anyone that makes you feel pressure, like someone you're attracted to or might be attracted to, or who might be able to create opportunities for you. And definitely don't talk to anyone that intimidates you or really even makes eye contact with you. And don't exercise or walk, or maybe buy a Segway if possible with a fan. Just don't go outside. If you can just try to sit completely still, and you'll still sweat, but less. Why do we even consider one of our body's survival techniques to be embarrassing? Sweating is our body's natural cooling process that helps regulate our temperature. It's an amazing biological achievement that helps humans maintain a stable temperature in different climates. I mean, when it's really hot, the people who are sweating are the people whose bodies are actually working the right way. You should be embarrassed if you're not sweating when it's hot, because that means your body isn't doing its job. Our body is made up of a series of miracles that allows us to live on this planet, and sweating is absolutely one of them. So the next time you're embarrassed to walk into a party with pit stains, just remember that you're embarrassed about a miracle. That's like being embarrassed about the 1980 USA Olympic hockey team beating the Soviets. Miracles don't just come around every day. So I'm getting off track, but I guess what I'm trying to say is you may not always feel perfect or confident or amazing every night, and that's okay. But tonight, we sweat with them. Thank you.